If you've ever looked in the mirror and thought, I don't even know who I am anymore, you are not alone. And if you've been wearing a mask so long that the real you feels unreachable, this video is for you. So many of us learned early that it wasn't safe to be ourselves. We became what others needed from us, whether we were overachievers or we were always the peacemakers or the perfectionists, or maybe at some point in our life we even became the caretakers, whether it was at a young age or as we've grown older. And somewhere along the way, our true selves, disappeared. We just put that mask on and wore it. And the worst part, no one tells you how to find yourself again. They just say things like, love yourself or just be authentic. But when you've been in survival mode for a long time during your life, maybe your whole life, that feels downright impossible. I don't know how to love myself. I don't know what my authentic self looks like. I get it. I've been the woman who smiled on the outside while completely disconnected on the inside. I've been in abusive relationships. I dealt with abandonment as a young only child. I've been through a lot and I always just smiled and kept going. Like my nickname was Smiley and I can do this myself. And what was really interesting is at one point I lost a lot of weight. I lost 140 pounds. And I looked in the mirror and I still didn't recognize myself. Not because of my body. It had nothing to do with the exterior. It was what was going on in my mind. It was my identity. I had completely lost myself in the chaos, in the whirlwind of life. And this is coming from a person who's walked away from two very toxic marriages. I rebuilt my life from scratch on more than one occasion. I survived a lot of trauma and still asked, like, who am I? Who am I? And who am I if I'm not smiling and just pushing through? And the answer didn't come overnight. But it started with knowing you are not broken. You are protected. And that mask that you're wearing is not weakness. It is wisdom. So if you don't remember your childhood, if the bright-eyed girl in old photos feels like a stranger to you, don't search for her. Stop searching for her. Build her. There are two small but really powerful ways that you can begin doing this. One way is through mirror work. And if you've never done mirror work, it is literally standing in front of a mirror and saying some things to yourself. This is going to help you rebuild the trust with yourself. You could start by saying one simple phrase. I see you. Say it every morning, every afternoon. Every time you see a mirror that you feel comfortable that you could say this, just say, I see you. Say it to that reflection. You don't have to believe it yet. You're just beginning that new relationship. And there's no right or wrong. There's no pressure. There's no perfection in mirror work. There's just a presence and letting yourself know that you're being seen. Again, whether you believe it or not at first, as you continue to do the mirror work and as you continue to go deeper, you're going to start believing the things that you're telling yourself in the mirror. It's very powerful work. The other thing is to give gratitude for the person that you're becoming. Maybe you don't believe it. Maybe it's hard to imagine taking that mask off and becoming the real you. It's okay. Every night before you go to sleep, write down or think of one thing you did for yourself. And it might be something small, especially depending on your current role or roles in your life. But even if it's, I said no, or I breathed, or I took a pause, those are all things that you can do for yourself. And you can give gratitude for it each night before putting your head on the pillow. You're telling your brain in a really slow fashion, I matter now. I'm doing things for me because I matter now. And that's how that mask starts to peel off. You don't have to force a reinvention. Don't shame yourself for not knowing who you are. It's okay. You've got years and years and years and years, maybe decades of time piled up of wearing this mask. It's okay to not know who you are. This isn't about becoming someone else. It's about remembering what safety and self-respect and sovereignty look like. You are not a husk. You are simply healing. And healing is not linear. Healing takes time. It's not overnight. There's no instant gratification in healing. If this message hit home, I want you to know that I've created a free guide called the Self-Worth Reboot. It's simple but powerful affirmations that help reprogram your subconscious and remind you who you are beneath that mask that you've been wearing. These are affirmations that you can write, you can say, you can even use them as part of your mirror work. And if you want someone to talk to, truly talk to, I offer free clarity calls, no strings attached. My true purpose in life is helping others. I feel so much gratitude when I get to help someone else. No pressure, just space to breathe and begin. The link will be down in the show notes for both my Self-Worth Reboot and the clarity call. I just want you to remember, you are not too far gone. You are not too broken. You're just used to living for others, but it's your turn now. You don't have to do it all today. You just have to make one small step to start coming home to yourself. And isn't today the day to make that first small step?